Hi everyone, I'm Jeanette from Growth Unlimited, and I'm your host for this video. Today we're going to talk about your personal values. We're going to talk about how personal values can be a guide to figuring out just who you are. You know, every moment of every day, whether you realize it or not, you're making a decision about how you spend your time, what you're going to pay attention to, and where to direct your energy. Right now, you're choosing to watch this video. There are an infinite number of things you could be doing, but right now, you're choosing to be right here. Maybe in a minute, you might decide you need to go to the bathroom. Or maybe there's some texts on your phone that you think you ought to read, and you stop looking at the video. When those things happen, you're making a simple, value-laden choice. Your phone or your toilet is more valuable to you than this video, and your behavior follows that valuation accordingly. Now, our values are constantly reflected in the way that we choose to behave. This is critically important because we all have a few things that we think we value, but we never really back them up with our actions. I tell people, and myself, and I can do it until I'm blue in the face, that I care about climate change or the dangers of social media. But if I spend my days driving around in a gas-guzzling SUV, constantly refreshing my news feeds, then my behaviors tell a different story. Actions reflect our values because actions don't lie. We believe that we want to get that job, but when push comes to shove, we're always kind of relieved when no one called us back so we can retreat back to playing video games or sitting on social media. We tell our friends that we really want to see them, but the minute somebody special calls, our schedule magically seems to open up like Moses parting the Red Sea. Many of us state values that we have as a way to cover up values that we actually do have. This way, aspiration can often become another form of avoidance. Instead of facing who we really are, we lose ourselves in who we wish to become. Put another way, we lie to ourselves because we don't like our own values, and therefore we don't like a part of ourselves. We don't want to admit that we have certain values and that we wish we had other values. And that it's this discrepancy between our self-perception of reality and what is actually real that usually gets us in all kinds of trouble. That's because our values are extensions of who we are. They are what we use to define us. When something good happens to something or someone you value, then you feel good. When your mom gets a new car or your husband gets a raise or your favorite sports team wins a championship, you feel really great, as though these things happen to you. The opposite is true as well. If you don't value something, you will find you will feel good when something bad happens to it. People took to the streets cheering when Osama bin Laden was killed. People threw a party outside the prison where the serial killer Ted Bundy was executed. People complain about people who stand up and take action. People get on Facebook and call other people names when they feel frustrated because they don't know how to handle the situation. So, the destruction of someone we perceive as evil or unbeneficial to us feels like some great moral victory in the hearts of millions of people, but does it really reflect their values? I think that it does, but it may not be the values that they are presenting. And that's the thing about values. You need to walk the walk as well as talk the talk. So if you say one thing, make sure your actions measure what you say. Okay, now, When we're disconnected from our own values, for example, we value playing video games all day, and yet believe that we value ambition and hard work, our beliefs and ideas get disconnected from our actions and emotions. And to bridge that disconnect, we have to become delusional about both ourselves and the world. So the secret here is not to allow that to happen. The secret here is if you truly value something, you need to stand up for it. And you need to be true to yourself and make sure that your actions mark what needs to go on. If you say something needs to change in society, the actions that you take need to match what you're saying. You need to be effective in what you do, or you need to find a way to be effective. And of course, being effective does not mean violating the rights of somebody else in the process, because you can't take your own power back by standing up for values by hurting somebody else. So if you want to stand up for your values, if you want to take control of your own life, if you want to show that personal power, be sure that what you're saying and doing match, and make sure that what you choose to do is effective, it gets the job done, and make sure you don't violate somebody else in that process. That's the way to show that your values are showing who you really are. Thanks for joining me, and keep watching. We're going to be doing some more videos on values, and we're also offering a class at Growth University on how you can assess your values and make the changes that you need to make so you take control of your life. If this video was helpful, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Visit us at www.growthunlimited.org to find out more ways of how you can take control of your life. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye now. Growth Unlimited's mission is to help you have your life your way. We want to help you take control of your life so that you live the life you've dreamed of, that you deserve. We have a proprietary program that helps you do just that. Check us out by visiting our website and take our free assessment to see how we can help you.